Hello everyone! Welcome back to another video. We're going to go over some more memes today. These memes are today I learned, which means I can call this an educational video, right? Right? Just kidding.
I
Let's
just
go.
found out when your fingers shrivel up like this, it's your body adapting to have grip underwater.
Is it
See,
actually?
Twitter is too woke for me.
Can I become Aquaman? Or Aquawoman?
I just thought this meant it was time to hop out of the bath when I found out how broccoli is made. What? Today I learned that goats who won't stop headbutting have to wear pool noodles, and it feels like information I should share. When you realize that the blue side is meant to clean up smudges made by the pink side, I always thought it could erase pen. Mom just woke me up to tell me flames don't have shadows. Is that real? I can't sleep now. You ever notice a hammer looks like a wee guy swinging a baseball bat?
I've never noticed that.
My entire childhood thought they had hundreds of towels. I just found out that
that's actually smart. It's actually really smart. You use one towel, that's smart. That's smart.
Face the sun, but when they cannot find it, they face each other, and I don't know, it made me smile a lot. Sunflower 1.
Do they actually face each other?
Sunflower 2. You are my son.
Is this real? That's
Winnie
cute.
the Pooh, it's a girl. What?
How
when you
old?
realize.
Wait. Winnie the Pooh is a female? No. What? No. A what?
The flap on your fries box actually has a purpose. How old were you when you found out all Skittles have the same flavor, but the scent tricks our brains into thinking they taste different? The queen bee is too fat to fly after being pregnant, so when the worker bees want her to relocate the hive, they chase her around the hive for a week until she's skinny enough to fly. This is the funniest thing I've ever heard. 3 best sleeping positions. I thought I at least knew how to sleep. I can't even do that right. Today I learned that these 2 characters have the same Japanese voice actor.
You know what? I don't know why. I never thought the Barney made it to Japan or out of North America, I guess. But I guess it did. And I don't know why I ever thought that. Maybe what should not even be a freaking American TV show?
Looks like without feathers.
I don't know, man.
Look at it. I don't want to look at it. Did you know the Wolverine mask is basically Batman kissing Batman in front of Iron Man? NASA's plan to dispose of corpses in space is to freeze them in the airlock and then violently shake the body with a robotic arm until it turns to space dust.
Why are we disposing of corpses in space? What?
Bad astronauts get put in the corpse wiggler. This is what a tiger's skin looks like when it's shaved. I was today years old when I found out tiger skin was also striped. When you realize the Tinder logo is a flame because you get matches. What is it with boys being obsessed with this hair clip? It's just interesting. Today I learned scientists created a sound so loud that it can instantly boil water. Experiments be like,
no. That's crazy if that's true.
NASA scientists detect evidence of a parallel universe where time moves backwards. In 2002, a researcher found that the average...
Okay, I'm learning, but I don't know if this is real learning. I don't know if any of this is fake or real. You know what I mean? At least I know some fun facts or something.
8-year-old British child could identify 90% of Pokemon, but only 50% of common wildlife species. Common wildlife species don't normally yell their name at you.
That's
what do you mean don't normally? I don't know any wildlife species which says their name to you.
Imagine if wildlife, I don't want to say spoke, but communicated like Pokemon. Like you're in the wild and a tiger comes up and it's like, tiger, tiger. That'd be wild.
Famous playwright Henrik Ibsen, after overhearing his nurse assure a visitor he was doing better, spluttered his last words. On the contrary, you ever die just to flex on a medical professional? Super freaked out by seagulls.
I do not die to flex on a medical professional.
30s. Looking at every seagull, I wonder if they remember the 90s. I asked an ornithologist
they can live
about
to their
this today,
30s?
and he said that they can't remember the 90s. They are dumb, he said. They're not dumb, they're smart. They're just fake being dumb. How old were you when you found out the creator of Subway Surfers made the game in memory of his son, who died while skating in the train track? How true is this? But if so, this is really sad. The dopest thing about horses is that they're basically grass engines. Grass goes in, fast comes out. Most things that produce fast, like cheetahs and cars, use much more heavily processed
produce fast. Do you guys produce fast?
Grass, like horses and oil. And yet, here horses are, producing the fast with only the grass. Are you okay? I learned today that a group of students used a Google document to take lecture notes. They all took notes simultaneously in a collective file. Your belly button is just your old mouth. I was having a good day.
Ew! Why'd you ruin my day like that? Ew!
All having a good day. Every Chinese restaurant got these same pictures on their menus. The dog stinking barks. This post haunts me every day. I'm 22
Surely they
years
think
old,
in
and I just
barks.
realized
I don't
that
know.
this little piggy went to the market. Doesn't mean he went food shopping. Jack Black caused an earthquake in New Zealand while performing tribute because the crowd was bouncing so hard that it registered on the Richter scale. The power of Jack Black.
That's
Today I learned
wild.
that whales don't die
But I'm pretty sure Taylor Swift did one too.
of old age. They just lose the strength to pull themselves to the surface and just slowly drown. Why am I so sad? Yeah, I did some research and I don't think this is true. Today I learned that there's a bird called the Sagittarius. This is exactly what a bird called Sagittarius should
Look
look
at that
like.
hairdo.
How old were you when you figured out how the Chinese container was a plate?
No! No! No, please tell me it's not a plate.
I
No!
was this years old when I realized Let the Dogs Out is a song about ugly women in the club, not actually letting dogs out. Did you
I
know
just
your
learned
Subway
that one
bag is
actually
supposed to be
recently.
turned sideways to keep your food upright? How old were you when you realized it's called candy corn? Because if you stack it up, it looks
Yeah,
like
but
corn. The bottom
takes
of
the time to
Gatorade
stack up
bottle
candy
is
corn?
made to hold the cap. Did you know your nipple is the same size as your butt? I know because I've
What?
tried what?
Because I've tried. What? What do you mean? Twitter.
What have you tried? My mum is growing eggs. I was today years old when I realized this is why aubergines are also called eggplants. In the 1960s operation,
I was like, you
Kitty,
can't grow
the CIA
eggs.
tried
You
to
can grow
equip cats with
eggplants.
radio transmitters to eavesdrop on Soviet conversations. It didn't work. When you notice there's an 8 in the middle of the 8 of diamonds card. When you learned that Helmo began life
hate
as
this.
a birthday cake. Today I learned that
I
the
hate
French
learning.
writer and philosopher Georges Bataille founded a secret society called to explore ritualism and human sacrifice, but apparently everyone volunteered to be the sacrificial victim, and no one wanted to be the executioner, so no sacrifices were ever carried out. When no tops show up to the party. I was today years old when I realized your pizza box actually folds into a stand.
But
I learned that in
why do you need a
1998, Sony
stand?
had the chance to buy the rights to almost every Marvel character for $25 million. They opted to only buy the rights to Spider-Man for just $7 million, stating, "Nobody gives a damn about the other Marvel characters."
Yeah. No one gives a damn about the other Marvel characters because you create the hype around them. Huh?
They were right. I love Hulk. Why are there no night museum? Oh, oops. There are 3 movies explaining what happens at night to the museums.
Why
I
are
was
there
today
no-
years old
oh,
when I found out that the color tags of the bread are based on the day it was baked. The best thing
Is that real? Is that what they mean? The colors on
I've
them?
learned this week is that when squirrels fall, they land like superheroes.
They look
Poor
like
girl went to prom by
superheroes. They
herself.
kind of look like
I sleep good at night
supervillains.
knowing this joke will never die. Baby owls sleep on their stomachs because their heads are too heavy. They do that until they are large
This
enough
owl
to
looks
sleep
like it's
upright.
dead.
The first 3 letters sent through the internet was lol, since they tried to send login. The computer crashed at l, and after they rebooted the system and sent l, making lol, a dark omen that went unheeded.
lol was
Today I learned
before-
that baby elephants will suck on their trunks for comfort, the way humans will suck on their thumb. Today
That's
I learned that
cute.
beluga whales have knees. I'm sorry I can't be her. This couple went to the gym together for 6 months. Did the guy wait outside? Today I learned that Kung Fu Panda was so successful in China that it caused a national debate on why Westerners have made a better film about Chinese culture than the Chinese themselves.
Is this real?
Today I learned about the unifying cube rule theory that claims to settle not only the "is a hot dog a sandwich?" question, but many other similar
Chat, if you get this far into the video, comment down below. Is a hot dog a sandwich? I want to know what y'all think about this question. Is it a sandwich? Is it not a sandwich? Tell me your opinion down
food
below.
debates. A man cheats on his girlfriend named Lorraine with a girl named clearly. Suddenly, Lorraine died. At the funeral, the man stands up and sings, "I can't see clearly now, Lorraine is gone." I'm done with this website.
No.
I learned in 2016, a legally blind hoarder whose son had not been seen in 20 years was found to have been living with the corpse. He was a fully clothed skeleton upstairs and was found with garbage and cobwebs. She thought the son had simply moved
Ew.
out. Today I learned 44% of adults have held onto their childhood
20
teddies and
years?
dolls.
Wait, 20 years and you don't know your dead son is upstairs?
And as many as 34% of adults still
And would it not stink?
sleep with a soft toy every night.
Guys, 40% of adults have held on to their childhood titties and dolls, and as many as 34% of adults still sleep with a soft toy every night. I'm not gonna lie, I have Moo Moo, a little cow plushie, and Moo Moo is normally always on my bed. I don't really sleep with them. I don't really put it on the floor, but it's always on my bed. I don't know.
Well, of course I... What is it about being on a plane that makes people go buck wild for ginger ale? Literally everybody be ordering it. Ginger ale is supposed to help your stomach if you're nauseous, so people get it on planes if they get plane sick. Ginger grows in the ground so it keeps you connected to God's earth while you're thousands of feet up in the heathen tube. A new color. How do I even say that?
The heathen color?
Grau is a shade of gray that we can all see, but never knew what it was called. The color is visible when you open your eyes in a pitch black room.
What?
All you need to do is find the darkest room in your house. Walk in, close your eyes for a minute, open them, and you'll see it. You won't trick me, demon. Yes, I have a new color in my wine cellar. Come down and take a look. Come to my basement, guys.
Oh my gosh.
Just trust me. You can see a new color.
Trust me.
When people are electrocuted and thrown far distances, it is a result of sudden and violent muscle contraction, not the result of the shock. This has raised questions as to the actual strength and capabilities of the muscles in a human body. Are you telling me we are capable of using ourselves when under extreme stress?
Surely we're
B.F.
not.
Skinner, a famous psychologist, instilled superstitions in pigeons by giving them food in a cage at set time intervals. The pigeons responded by forming rituals, which they believed brought them the food, such as bobbing their heads or turning counterclockwise. Pigeon religion. After
You're telling the pigeons just all got together, like if we bob our heads all in order, the food will arrive. That's actually wild.
hitting her head
That they're
as a
able to
toddler,
make that
a woman
connection
claimed to
kind
have
of,
unlocked
though.
memories from a past life as a priestess in ancient Egypt. She then went on to make great contributions to Egyptology, even successfully predicting the locations of paintings in complete darkness. You're the funniest person on earth. Hey, what if we didn't combine dozens of unrelated political opinion positions into two color-coded options? That sounds like something someone from the other color would say. Get 'em, boys. 1989 versus 2020. The Curious Case of Benjamin Button. Wait, this makes it look like Yoda harvested George Lucas's youth in order to rejuvenate. So I went to a new thrift store yesterday and found this. $8. I hope you bought it. Fun fact, ever wondered why it's called the Iliad? Did I even say that right? Iliad? I don't even know what word that is.
Yeah.
Iliad. Oh, Iliad. Yeah, it is. Because Ilium was another name for Troy, and the ad suffix was used to mean the story of. This means that if you translated the title, the Iliad should actually be called Troy's Story. Thanks, I hate it.
Story.
You got a friend in horse. You got a friend in me. I learned that Romans were known to create tombs for their dogs, epitaphs, to remember them by. One such inscription read, I am in tears while carrying you to your last resting place, as much as I rejoiced when bringing you home with my own hands 15 years ago. Got a text from my boss on my day off. Hey, no,
was so
understandable.
cute.
When I saw the bear in the Toblerone logo, oh my, I see it now. What the hell? How didn't I notice this? If you replace the W in where, what, and when with T, you answer the question. The world seemed so simple before this moment. Just found out when someone tells you to break a leg in an audition, it is because they are hoping you to end up in the cast. Now my head is exploding. Nobody can say they knew this. I did not know. I've never been to Chick-fil-A. After all my years of drinking these, I finally figured out you can reverse the top and close it again. Today I learned.
What? You can close them again? No. No. Oh my gosh.
Believed cats domesticated themselves. True,
I would domesticate myself a bit
Vikings used
too.
the bones of slain animals
The wild
when smithing
scary.
new weapons, believing this would enchant the weapon with the animal's spirit. This actually made the weapon stronger because the carbon in the bones coupled with the iron made a primitive version of steel. Screw off, egghead. It's because of bone magic. Yeah, nice try, science. You're not catching me. It's because of magic, bone magic. Today I learned that pockets in dresses were phased out so women could prove they were not witches and carrying ill intentions and spells.
Is this why we have little
women
pockets?
love pockets in skirts and dresses now. We
Whoa.
carry our spells and curses without purses and you won't see them. What is a group of pandas called? Answer, a group of pandas is called an embarrassment. Screwdriver handles are designed to put a wrench on it to help loosen tight screws. Wi-Fi doesn't stand for anything. It's a made-up word. IE 802.1 didn't have much of a ring to it, and the industry associated wanted a catchy name. They came up with Wi-Fi, and that's what's been used ever since. Wi-Fi stands for wireless fireless, because it's both wireless and fireless. Until the mid-20th century, golf clubs were not numbered, but had wonderfully funny names. Brassies, Niblicks, Baffies, Mashies, Jiggers, Spoons, and Cleeks. Hey guys, want to hear the 7 new slurs for British people I just came up? When someone says, hold your horses, they're telling me to be stable. How old were you when you found out that the drawer on your stove is for keeping food warm and not for
No
pots
way
and
it's for
pans?
keeping
So
food
how old were
warm.
you when
No
you found
way.
out that the remains of Scar ended up as Hercules' headpiece? How old were you when you found out
Morbid.
Goofy was actually a cow and not a dog?
No. No. He is a dog. There's no shot Goofy is a cow and not a dog. No
You were
shot.
today years old when you learned the little arrow next to the gas symbol
I knew
points to
this
which
one.
side your tank is on. I just realized it's a bird of paradise because it looks like the left picture, not the right. How old when you found out that this means how long you have to use the product from the date you break the seal
Ooh.
before it's no longer considered a good product? In Monsters Inc., when they yelled, "We have a 2319," the 23rd letter in the alphabet is W, and the 19th letter is S, and it stands for white sock. How old were you
That's
when
so
you found
smart.
out that the lines at the bottom of the freezer was made to stand the meat trays up? Everyone, this is how you read your tire size. Sharing this because not everybody has a dad to teach them this stuff. I mean, no wonder he forgot her face as she ran from the palace. Okay, this is news. I always thought Arnold's untucked shirt was a skirt. My girlfriend could tell I was holding some stuff back one time by my breathing pattern. She literally said, "Your breathing pattern is off. What's up? Don't lie to women." And Baby Driver,
Wow.
the world's baby, and Driver appear on the screen. This is a reference to the fact that the movie is called Baby Driver. Time for Japanese. Today you'll
excuse
learn
me?
how to save your family. So my little sister... What did I just say? So my little sister... What? So my little sister just burst into my room, grabbed me and whispered, "OMG, the reason Patrick is so clueless is because he lives under a rock." To be honest, I did not get that until now.
The saying like, do you live under a rock? And he lives under a rock, and that's why he's so clueless. It's all coming
You learn how
together.
long owls' legs really are. Astigmatism is when the cornea is
super
slightly
long.
curved rather than completely round. With astigmatism, light focuses on several points of the retina
Uh-oh.
rather than just one point. This is with versus without. Wait, not everyone sees those lines? Damn, I've really used these wrong my whole life. I found this
No.
out when you realize the straw hole in a Capri Sun is the dot of the eye. I swear I learned more on here than 12 years of school. I was today years old when I learned that measles completely erases your body's immunological memory of how to fight disease. That's all disease. So I learned that Trixie's voice actor is legally blind and all of her scripts were written in Braille. When you realize the clock icon on
That's
the
freaking
iPhone also gives
cool.
you the time, it moves. You're welcome. Oh yeah, forget looking at the top part. No worries. I was today years old when I found out that one crossroad meme is a Yu-Gi-Oh card. When I found out that when fresh peppers are dried, the name changes. When you find out the middle row in a package of Oreos was actually for salsa.
What?
When you
Who is dipping their Oreo in salsa? No. No
find out their
shot.
voices are the same. Today I learned
What?
Raven the chimpanzee
He's
appeared
the
in the
giraffe?
2009 Guinness World Record book as the most successful chimpanzee on Wall Street after losing her stocks by throwing darts at a list of 133 internet
Why is a
companies.
chimpanzee
She
on
became
Wall
the
Street?
22nd most successful money manager in the USA. When you
what?
found out about a donkey that nannies. These donkeys are
Chimpanzee's
used
so
in Italy
rich
to
and I'm
transport
not.
newborn
Unforged.
lambs down from the mountains
Lambs.
for seasonal grazing.
That's
When I
cute.
realized the Krusty Krab was a crab trap,
Mm-hmm.
murder documentaries be like, he was a good man until he wasn't. My life will never be the same. So
That's
how
very
old were you
true.
when you found out the game TAG stands for
Touch and go.
Today, I've been waiting.
I just thought it was tag and it wasn't an acronym.
On this
Okay.
couple, 94
Well,
and 95
today's
years old,
year
at the diner for the last 5 years. Yesterday, Bob lost his wife of 77 years, and he invited me for cheese, wine, and crackers. And I think I learned more
Guys.
about love and life today than I ever have in the past 23 years. When you realize
That's
that the kid on Polar
adorable.
Express didn't have names. The quality of this was so bad, but it really made you feel like an artist.
I
Fun
remember
fact,
getting these
those
for
dry markers were
Christmas.
supposed to have water put into them to make them work. You take off the bottom thing and pour water
Oh
in,
my
and bam,
gosh.
instant marker success. Only learned about this 4 years after I'd lost my set. Always wondered why
That's
Elif
why
is
they
in
were
uppercase
so
and
bad.
the N is in lowercase. When you found this out, I don't want kids is a selfish thing to say. Having kids you don't want and can't take care of them is selfish. What's a little known but obvious fact that will immediately make all of us feel stupid? Percentages are reversible. 8% of 25 is the same as 25% of 8. And one of them is much easier to do in your head. He's too dangerous to be left alive. I learned we had Black Plague suits that rivaled Europe's beak mask worn during the outbreak of the bubonic plague in Manila, June 1912. While most countries place the currency
Wild.
symbol either before or after the amount,
Okay.
the Cape Verdean escudo places its symbol in the decimal place. This is the only wrong way to do it. What does bi monthly mean?
That's
Twice
weird.
A month, every 2 months, 50-50%. Once a month, you bat for the other team.
What does bi-monthly mean? Twice a month, every 2 months. Once a month you bat for the other. Oh.
Attracted to different months. For a second I thought it said moths. I was like,
I
who
see.
the hell is attracted to moth? Harvest
Moths.
mice like to crawl inside
Sorry.
flowers to eat the pollen and sometimes fall asleep
God.
inside. To be a harvest mice falling inside of a flower.
Oh, look
Wow.
out.
Today I
Look how
learned
cute
that
the
this
mice are.
exists. It's a
A heart for the
vizcacha.
cute
I feel you, buddy.
animals.
I think I found my new spirit animal. How old were you when you found out this is what blah, 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 I didn't even know. You're supposed to just keep the lid on there. Like, open it
Oh,
a jar,
that
pour
helps
the
you
water
hold
and
the
bang.
lid on.
Today I
Oh,
learned
okay,
that
okay,
the
okay.
stereotypical witch look comes from
I feel like, you know what? I don't want to be the person, but I feel like a lot of these did you know are actually like did you knows. They just like made them up. I don't know if anyone else feels this way, but sometimes I look at these things, I'm like, that's not actually what it's for, right?
early medieval female
I
beer
could be
brewers
wrong,
called alewives.
but-
They kept a cat to chase away rodents, brewed beer in a big cauldron, used a broomstick-like ale stake to signal that they sold beer, and wore a pointy hat to stand out in a crowd. They were brewing one potion, and that potion was the potion of party.
The potion.
In the Middle Ages, some kings had clothes made from salamander fur, which were completely fireproof and bright white. The name likely comes from the common belief that salamanders were born from fire. The clothes were actually
Salamanders
made
are
out
so
of
cute,
asbestos.
man. They're
Bend
so
thine
cute.
ear and hearken. If thou
Oh.
or thy king hast been exposed to salamander fur, thou mightest be entitled to monies in recompense. Why is no one
Wait.
talking about this?
I thought it said salamanders were made of asbestos at first, and I was like, what in the heck is this? I misread it. I'd
When
say
you learn that
okay.
ejaculation comes out at 27 miles per hour, making it illegal, that's not the reason why it's illegal, dude. Scientists discovered the loneliest creature on Earth. It is a
Hello?
whale that has been calling for a mate for 2 decades.
Oh my
the
god.
whale communicates at a
No. I didn't realize there was going to be so sad did you know things in here.
frequency
Poor
not used by any other
whale.
whales, and so far has not received a response. Damn. Bro's been getting edged for 20 years, dude. Poor guy. When you
Poor
found out that
baby.
Androids and iPhones can FaceTime with a click of this button. Once
What?
you create a link, you send it to the contact and they will get a link to join FaceTime. When you realize that the number on a toaster are minutes and not levels of toastiness. You didn't
Wait, they're minutes?
know
I'm
this?
so
This is not
stupid.
really a today-years-old thing. You
I'm
should
so
know this.
stupid.
The shortest marriage in recorded history was 3 minutes. On the way out of the courthouse, the bride
A
tripped
3-minute
over and
wedding,
fell.
oh no.
Instead of helping her up, the groom called her stupid. On the spot, the bride insisted the magistrate annul the wedding, and the magistrate complied. Good for her. I can't read. Wow. I've been texting my
A
ex
3-minute
every day
wedding.
at 6 a.m. for 3 years straight to remind her that I don't like her. It sounds like you do like her. Rose hung up. My mum is just
Wow.
starting to learn what memes
For 3 years? It said 3 years, right? 3 years is a little much, I think. IMO.
are, and this is the most wholesome text I've ever received.
No.
When you check your phone and see the text is from your daughter. Since
That's
we are
so
three-dimensional
cute.
beings and can only fathom objects of dimensions equal or lower to our own, it's possible there are 4th or 5th dimensional beings that can see us, but we can't see them. There might be as many as 11 dimensions or 26. We believe it's one of those 2 numbers, but we aren't sure which one yet. Horrible addition! I shall be hyperventilating in a closet.
Oh! Hey yo, thank you so much for hanging out and watching the video with me. If you guys want to see me react to anything or if you have any suggestions, please leave them in the comments below and I will look into them. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed the video and I hope you learned some new things. If you didn't learn anything, I'm so sorry. But if you liked the video, please give it a like, consider subscribing to the channel, and I will catch you guys all on the flip side. Have a wonderful day, night, morning, I don't know, whatever it may be for you, but have a wonderful time and goodbye, goodbye.